Greetings for the day. Welcome to another session of Multimedia Technologies. My name is Muhammad Rahmat Ali. So, in today's session, we are going to learn about the first unit. But before starting the first unit, let me revise what are the things that we have studied in the previous session. In the previous session, we studied about the course objective, course outcome, as well as an introduction of multimedia and overview of all of the chapters that we have in our syllabus. Now, in today's session, we're going to learn about the first unit of multimedia technology. Now, this all constitutes of our first unit. In today's session, we're going to learn about the introduction to multimedia. It means what actually is multimedia and what constitutes multimedia and what are the different parts which makes a multimedia. Now, the first thing is what is multimedia? Multimedia is derived from two terms which is multi and media. Multi indicates many or multiple and media indicates the distribution of tools and information presentation which constitutes of text, graphics, voice, images, music and etc. Now, the moment I'm speaking to you and the moment you are viewing this particular video clip, it indicates this is one type of multimedia wherein you are seeing something on the screen, you are hearing something from your headphones or from your hearing devices, as well as there is something which is being displayed on the screen, and on that display there are some text, there are some of the multimedia things that is being coming. So this is what we call as a multimedia. So multimedia consists of two words, multi and media. Multi indicates many or multiple, or media indicates the different types of media which includes text, graphics, voice, images and music and etc. or animations, graphics. It can be n number of things. Now moving forward, what actually is multimedia? What actually is multimedia? Multimedia is also referred to the use of electronic media to store and experience multimedia content. For an example, if at all if you see, there used to be a black and white screen that also used to be a multimedia. Now your iPhone is having a multimedia that is also a multimedia. Now what is the difference between this multimedia and that multimedia is the user experience. That is the user experience. And what you have done, you are not only viewing that particular thing, you are also downloading or you are also keeping a record, or also you are keeping or you are storing that particular thing on your local system or local memory device or local hard disk, so that you can experience the same thing in the later on part. So what it says over here, multimedia also refers to the use of electronic media to store and experience multimedia content. To experience the multimedia content, in the sense, multimedia is all about the experience that you are getting, the user experience that is getting. That is what you call as a multimedia. Now, what are the different examples of multimedia application? The first one is CD interactive. The next one is multimedia kiosks. The third one is World Wide Web, and the last one is MMS. So these are different ways by which you can experience multimedia. Now what is a CD interactive? Like you have CD drive, DVD drive, Blu-ray disc, X-ray type of things. The next one is a multimedia kiosk. What do you mean by this? This means if at all if you have been to any of the shopping mall or any of the place wherein you will be placed or you will be seeing a digital screen onto which there will be some of the buttons and things, onto which you will be having some of the information about the like about the building, where which shop is there. If at all if you want to have eatery place, so at which floor the eatery place is, or you want to search for Pizza Hut, where Pizza Hut is in this particular mall. So you will be having a small information box or information place wherein you can search for the things. Either it can be touch screen, either it can be with reference to buttons, or it can be with reference to a mouse. It can be anything. So that is what we call as multimedia kiosk. The next one is the World Wide Web, through which you are viewing this video. through which you are viewing this video, or you are searching for the material on the what you call as World Wide Web or internet. And the last one is the multimedia message. The last one is a multimedia message. It can be anything, like it can be a video recording, it can be an audio recording, it can be a recording of a particular instance or a particular event which was being done. So these are the different examples of multimedia. Now, what actually is the definition of multimedia? We have seen the implementation and what actually is multimedia. Now, what is the definition of multimedia? What actually is the definition of multimedia? Multimedia is a combination of text, graphics, sound, animation, and video that is delivered interactively to the user by electronic or digitally manipulated means. This is very important. See, I repeat the definition. Multimedia is a combination of text, graphics, sound, animations, video that is delivered interactively to the users by electronic or digitally manipulated means. I am uploading this particular video on YouTube. You are viewing this video with reference to YouTube. What is being delivered in this particular video? There are some text which is been delivered, there are some graphics which is been delivered, there is some sound that is been delivered to you, and then might be some of the animations that is been delivered to you in a whole form of a video. In a whole form of video, this is also one type of video which I am telling to you, or there can be a number of type of videos, like another different types of video that is been delivered interactively. Like this particular video is interacting with you, or a YouTube video which you are seeing is interacting with you, either in the form of acquiring knowledge, gaining knowledge, or resolving questions or solving questions interactively to the users by electronic or digitally manipulated means. So what actually constitutes of multimedia? Multimedia constitutes of text, audio, animations, video, and graphics. We will be studying about all these things in the later on part of the slides. But remember this is a major thing. What multimedia constitutes of? Text, audio, animation, video, graphics. Text, animation, audio, video, and graphics. These are the things which constitutes of multimedia. Now moving forward, the use of multimedia technology. So what is the use of multimedia technology? Multimedia technology is being used in different places in different forms to transfer the information, or to interact with the users, or to what you call as convey some particular message, to convey some particular message. For an instance, like, see, if at all if you see any of the advertisement, what actually is in advertisement? Advertisement, people are telling you about that particular product in such a way by which you can understand that product. For an example, like if at all if you have seen an advertisement of any of the cold drink, or any of the mobile brand, or any of the things in which they display that particular thing, or burger, pizza, anything, in that they display that particular thing in such a way that you understand that particular thing which is being told to you from the other end. How it is been done? It is all been done with reference to multimedia technology. It is all been done with reference to the multimedia technology. Also, if at all if you know how advertisement company makes advertisements, if at all if you don't know, please search on the YouTube and see how advertisements are made. Those things are not actual things, but they are being set in such a way that it looks like an actual thing. So in that particular way, multimedia technology is being used. Multimedia technology is being used in terms of advertisements, in terms of fashion designing, in terms of what we call as information transmission, in terms of medical, in number of places this particular multimedia technology is being used. Now we'll see what are the things that is being mentioned over here, the broader things which is all related to a student. The first one is the computer based training, which we are going through, in the sense, I am teaching from one end, you are listening from another end, and we are able to transfer the information to one another in this particular format. So this is what you call as computer based training. This is computer based training. Or another form is you will be having some of the videos stored on a particular computer, and the students will be coming there and listening and recording everything, like recording the things that they have been listening. So that is also called as computer based training. And also you have been onto a system and you have been interacting with that particular system. So that is also one type of computer based training, like browsing internet, a number of things, browsing internet, browsing videos, searching for audio clips, or searching for the data. This all is with reference to computer based training. In all of these things, multimedia plays a prominent role. Or else if at all, if you see, can you do the same thing on a command prompt? Can you do something on a command prompt? Why people prefer Windows over other operating system? The main reason is due to multimedia technology, due to the user experience, due to this graphic user interface. That's only the reason why we are using Windows instead of using Linux, Fedora, or Unix. The only reason is that we want user experience. Now, the second thing is the teaching aid. Teaching aid, the sense I will be providing a material on the internet, or I will be providing some of my blogs to you, or I'll be providing some recorded videos on internet or recorded things to you personally. So this also includes multimedia. This also helps in teaching aid. The third one is with reference to the references. References in the sense, if at all if you search on the internet, you will be getting some of the references from wherein you will be redirected from one place to another place. You will be redirected from one place to another place, wherein, see, if at all if you see in Wikipedia, one words will be highlighted with hyperlink. If at all if you click on that link, you will be redirected to another page wherein all of the information related to that word will be there. So what is that? That is the references. This is all with reference to the graphic user interface, or with reference to the multimedia technology. Because if at all if you are studying a term, like for an instance, you have been studying an article in which there is a word called as something called as cyber law, or there is something called as multimedia technology, or there is something called as computer networks. So you want to learn something about computer networks, then continue this particular article. So you click on that link, you will redirect to another page. There you will be reading all of the things regarding cyber security, computer networks, or the multimedia technology. Then again you will come back and you will continue reading this particular article. So this is the use of multimedia technology. Now the next one is with reference to the entertainment. You all know, like, you will be going to cinemas, will be watching movies, web series, and all these things is under this entertainment. The next one is the simulation. What do you mean by simulation? Simulation means creating an environment wherein you can conduct an experiment, creating an environment in such a way that you will be conducting some experiment, or you will be creating an alternative of that particular thing. So that is what you call as simulation process. The next one is the virtual reality, wherein you will be having a user experience of experiencing that particular thing as a first user. You will be experiencing those things as a first user. If at all if you know about, like, there was a movie of a robot, I don't exactly remember that particular movie name. I think it is Robot X or something like this, the movie name is. If at all if you see that particular movie, is with reference to the first user experience, in the sense the hero will not be shown in that movie, but the movie will be with reference to hero's vision, in the sense, if at all that particular robot is fighting, it looks like that you particularly are fighting that particular fight, or you are fighting that particular combat. So this is what you call as the different ways by which virtual reality can be implemented. So this one virtual reality. The next one is a virtual setup. Now what do you mean by this virtual setup? Virtual setup in the sense, see, if at all if you want to practice something, for example, you are practicing a network, or you want to what do you call as set up a network. So what you will do, you will be using n number of virtual softwares or virtual setups to execute that particular thing in a virtual way. For an example, like with reference to configuring of routers, with reference to configuring our routers in the real time, there is something called as virtual setup, or an application will be there and a software will be there which will help you to do the same thing. It will help you to do the same thing. Like for example, I want to configure an internet an internet configuration, or I want to configure a network within the college or within the department. So what I'll do, I'll place some of the routers at different places, I'll give a connections, then I'll configure. The same thing a software will provide you in a virtual setup, wherein you can uh, what do you call as connect one router with another router, and you can configure them so that you will get a good practice. So in this way it has been helpful for you. In this way it has been helpful for you, so that you can practice that particular thing in a best of the way, so that you will get more experience and you can get more hands-on things. Then last one is the information kiosk that I have told you, with reference to the shopping mall, with reference to the mega malls, with reference to the different places wherein n number of people are there, and this particular thing can help in that particular way. The next one is the advantages of multimedia. So what are the different advantages of multimedia? The first one is it is easy to use. The second one is enhanced of text only messages. What do you mean by this? This is like, if at all, see, instead of the way I have written this particular slide, instead of this I have, like, if at all what I have put in some photographs, some videos, some graphic images, then this would have been more attractive to you. This would have been more attractive to you. So that is what we call as enhance of text only messages. Improves our traditional audio video presentations. Like the way I am speaking to you, it's only having text and a voice. Instead of this, if I put some of the animations, graphics, some balls, like some balloons coming, popping up, some ribbons being cut down, something is happening, so this looks more interactive. So this is the advantage of multimedia. The next one is gains and holds attention. The next one is good for computer phobics. The next one is multimedia is entertaining as well as educational. The next one is cost effective, and the last one is it is very much trendy, because everyone knows about this particular thing. And also, like, see, if you see with reference to the different application that is been introduced in the market, with reference to the reels, with reference to the what you call as Snapchat, with reference to Instagram, what all these all things is used to improve the user experience. What you will be doing in what you call as Snapchat, you will be having some filters, you will be using that filter so that you will feel good. In Instagram, you will be having some of the features of uploading photos, videos, and to present yourself in front of the world. So what all these things, this is with reference to multimedia only. No doubt it has some of the other things like developing on all these things, but with reference to multimedia, this all is been very much efficient and effective, and it is very much trendy, and it appeals to the people, and also it appeals to the people. Now, everything has advantages, what are the disadvantages of multimedia? It is expensive. Expensive in the sense, and the setup is very expensive and developing in all these things, but the usage is very cost efficient. Now the next one is not always easy to configure, requires special hardware, not all compatible. Like, see, if you remember, when you buy a laptop or when you buy a PC, you'll always see the graphic card in that. If you want to make it as a gaming PC, and also if you take a mobile phone for user experience for the games, you'll always see for the graphic card and what you call as this RAM. Why? Because it needs special hardware to make that particular thing. So this is the advantage with reference to the multimedia. This is the disadvantage with reference to multimedia. I hope you understood something from today's session, and I hope that you got something, an overview of what multimedia is all about and how multimedia works, what are the advantages and disadvantages of multimedia, and what are the different factors with reference to the multimedia. If at all if you have any doubt with reference to today's session, please let me know on my email address rahmat_ali2u@yahoo.com, or you can come down to the college on a convenient day so that we can have a face-to-face conversation and we can have doubt clarification session. Hope to see you in the next session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.